How can you be so fucking stupid? You think that anyone else is going to win the Ballon d'Or apart from Messi? How can you be so fucking dumb? How can you call yourself a football person when you don't know that it's Messi winning the Ballon d'Or? People are really and truly are blinded. They think that the Ballon d'Or is fair. They think that the Ballon d'Or cares about your goals, your assists, your input. They think that it is anyone can win it as long as you score the most goals in a season. Oh my god! If you think that, then please proceed to start watching basketball. Because trust me, this is the sport where the individual awards are so fucking biased that the only way you win it is if you legally change your name to Lionel Messi, or here's the kicker. You go to Messi's house
with a 9mm right on your side, you break into the window, but the back window, and then you crawl in, make sure that his 6'8" dog ain't there by like giving him some sleeper meat, walk around, and then when you find his ass just laying on the bed with his wife next to him, you first get his wife, cover her with chloroform, take her to the other side of the house, because it's a big ass house, take her to the other side of the house, then come back to Messi after like 2 hours later and you tired and weak in the knees. Aim the Glock 9 that I told you to have earlier right on his noggin and make sure that it fits down to his ankles and shoot that shit. That's the only way.
Please don't do that. Like, this is I'm being satire. Please don't do that. Like, I don't want to get sued or be said that I'm inciting violence. No, YouTube, this is all satire. I mean, you're not even gonna pay attention to me. I've got like 2 subscribers. Which leads to my subscriber celebration. This is like really exciting. I'm going through a lot of emotions right now. My face feels like Stan Smith. I am dressed like Stan Smith, so I should feel more like Stan Smith. You don't understand? Then I've got the disease of viral infection called mumps, where my cheeks and my neck like is inflated as fuck. I've had this for 2 days, so I'm using the product to hide it. But I mean, like. And also, I just hit 40 subscribers like a week ago, so I'm really happy. Thank you so much for the 40 subscribers. Please keep subscribing, and if you've reached this far, please subscribe. I know the video is sounding a bit confused, but I have a point later on. So, I'm seeing a lot right now on Facebook since the Ballon d'Or time is slowly but surely creeping against us, since they moved from January to the end of the season, so they can pay attention to your whole season rather than half a season. How nice. People have been floating around the idea of potential winners like Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland as the sure favorites to pick up the trophy, as Erling Haaland is breaking records, being the first player to one of the 2 players to score 32 goals in a Premier League season, the fastest player to 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 32 goals in a literal season, scoring more goals than games played in the Champions League, in the Premier League, top scorer of the Champions League, top scorer of the Premier League, and all around just good striker. He's one of the top strikers in the world with 46 goals in an entire season. And Kylian Mbappe has been raking up 25 plus goals in a season ever since he joined PSG, and this season is no different, kicking on from his World Cup hat-trick, scoring in every single match that he's played in, assisting, adding assists to his tally, and making Lionel Messi the first player to ever achieve 10 assists to I fucking hate that stat. Yeah, and that's not part of the video. And these 2 are the sure favorites, and they're going head to head for the Ballon d'Or and head to head on the who's the better player. Which Wayne Rooney had a very good quote. I mean, that's rare these days. He said that the Ronaldo-Messi era is over, and now we're in the Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland era, where these 2 are the dominant forces in football that will carry on and next generation or Generation Z, and yeah, probably give us memorable moments like, well, the 15 years Messi and Ronaldo gave to us. Oh my god, I'm about to cry. But what will make me not cry is the fact that Wayne Rooney, in that same quote, said that it is that Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe are sure favorites. Like, I mean, everyone else thinks that. I'm pretty sure you thought that. You're probably going to put it down in the comments saying,
well, I mean, how can Messi win the Ballon d'Or when he's only has 15 goals and Haaland has got 30 goals?
well, I mean, you're the same person who should now go on a bridge and then jump off it and say, oh my god, I'm gonna fly like the movie Planes. So, you know that shit is just bullshit. I mean, you know for a fact. I mean, I can probably count every single person in one hand that knows that Messi is going to win it, and it's not 5, it's like 2. My friend who's a Messi fan and some random Indian on Facebook who's going to fight for Messi tooth and nail like he actually gets paid for it. Now, you have to just look at the previous, not even 10, 15, 20, no, just the previous 4 years in the Ballon d'Or. Like the Ballon d'Or winners of 4 years, right? Karim Benzema, Lionel Messi, Luka Modric. Okay, yeah, I got you. But, like, you could tell, apart from Karim Benzema's season, I mean, because Messi only scored like 6 goals, so obviously you couldn't give it to him. Trust me, if Messi won a Champions League in that season, and Ligue 1, and also was top assister or anything, Benzema wasn't going to win it. Trust me. And then the season before that, when Messi won it, Lewandowski scored 45 goals in a league season. Actually, 41 goals in the league. And over 60 goals in an entire league, the entire season. Bro was scoring every single game for Bayern Munich onward to the quarterfinals where they got eliminated. But bro was scoring more times than even anyone could score. He was the Erling Haaland before Erling Haaland moved to Manchester City. And yet, no trophy. Okay, what about previous years? Yes, COVID happened. But there are some people in their bloody heads that think a 25 goal, 12 assist season for Lionel Messi, who didn't even reach the semi-finals of the Champions League, was a better season than Robert Lewandowski's again. Record-breaking at the time, 42 league goals. Beating Gerd Muller's record by 4 goals. Man scored more goals than there are games in the Bundesliga. Man scored more goals than there are teams in the Bundesliga. Man scored more goals than there are games between the first in the Champions League, the first game all the way to the final. Man was scoring like he's playing against year 8s. In fact, though, man was scoring like he was playing year 8s on crutches. And still, people think Messi was sure favorite for that trophy. So, in a hypothetical world, Lionel Messi, well, in a hypothetical world, COVID doesn't happen, and I don't even know what the hell a mask is. And in that same season, Messi wins the Ballon d'Or. Henceforth, he would have won the Ballon d'Or 3 times in a row. And obviously, if he wasn't going to move, if COVID didn't happen, meaning Barca wouldn't be broke, henceforth, Messi would still be at Barcelona, he would definitely have won the Ballon d'Or ahead of Karim Benzema, who again scored 40 plus goals in a season, top scorer, Champions League, top scorer, La Liga trophy, Champions League trophy. You want me to continue? And it's the same as this year. If with all this evidence, and then you still think in your head that it's Erling Haaland or Kylian Mbappe, you really need to be smacked in the head. Maybe when you were a kid, you dropped as a kid, and then the left side of your brain moved slightly closer to the right, and then now it's sort of like confused your thinking and left a huge gap in your skull. So you need to reset that. So how you reset that is, Jesus Christ, I am pushing the limits on inciting violence, am I? Point is, like, the evidence is there. Messi has won a literal World Cup. That's all the evidence that's there. You can say that he's having a good season at PSG season. He's not having a good season. He's having a shit season. This is his second worst season ever. The guy hasn't. I know the season isn't over, but you can't tell me between now and the end of the season, man's going to score 10, 15 goals to make 30 goals in a season. That's a fucking lie. So, going to regular, just regular, he's having the second worst season in his life. First season was last season, and man's not even providing more. Yes, there's that thing I said where he's the first player to assist one teammate 10 times in a league season. Bro has got 15 other assists. Neymar was at 15 assists before the World Cup. I'm just saying, you want to give the Ballon d'Or to someone, give it to the fuckboy himself, who is actually no longer a fuckboy. He's now a father boy. I wish this was football stories I find interesting, but yeah, side note, he and his girlfriend's pregnant. Trust me, I looked it up. It's not her sister. She's not his sister. Actual girlfriend. I didn't know that. I thought his sister was his one and only. Okay, moving on. You get to see that it is a sheer... The Ballon d'Or is probably already at his house, just waiting for the announcement, and then be like, oh yeah, you know, I'd like to thank my family, I'd like to thank my wife, my beautiful wife that I did not imagine fucking at all. But yeah, my beautiful wife, she's going to be surprised. I won a Ballon d'Or. She's going to be shocked. When bro literally already has 8 in his yard. Like, you know, I mean, I'm very happy. Big achievement. A lot of players can do. You can do it. You can do it. You can also have 8. You can also have 9. In fact, you can beat my record.
Nigga, no one's gonna beat that record.
Because out of your 8, I can only say like 3 were deserved. Your first, your third, and that season you won the Champions League with Neymar and Suarez. Yeah, others was just like biased, and because Ronaldo was like, and I mean, somewhere along the line, Luka Modric surprisingly won the Ballon d'Or. That was a weird time. So, bro has a World Cup, right? Bro is technically best player of the tournament. Bro is top scorer for Argentina in the World Cup. Yes, that's an actual stat that fans are counting. Bros are literally saying that he is top scorer in the World Cup for his team, for Argentina. I mean, for fuck's sake, of course he is. So you want to give the player of the month to Mikhailo Mudryk because he's top scorer of Chelsea. He's the top scorer of Chelsea with 2 goals. You want to give that to him, or you want to give the award to top striker at Manchester United to Weghorst. He's got goals. You want to give that to him because he's the only striker who's got more goals. Literally, he's got more goals than Martial. You want to give that to him? Because I swear, Messi fans are the most deluded people in the world. They're taking every single small thing and making it an achievement. Bro, yes, you scored, what, 8 goals? Bro scored 8. Bro assisted 10. Yeah, sure, good for you. Please don't make it look as if it's the first time this has ever happened. Bitch, I swear, literal Kylian Mbappe exists. Literal Zidane existed in the World Cup. Fucking Ronaldinho existed in the World Cup. This isn't new. And, oh, one last name that'll make you really, really upset. Yeah, bro. What you gonna do now? Punch me in the face? I already look like a fucking Stan. What are you gonna do? Ha! I'm 19. Soon to be 20. In my culture, I should already have like 4 kids and a farm. They should be calling me a school pap. Yeah. This is big old boy TWG predicting the Ballon d'Or. I think I'm gonna name it predicting the Ballon d'Or, or just calling all of you fools. But I mean, if you don't want to be called a fool, just subscribe. My subscribers aren't called fools. Do you know what they're called? They're called